Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another Juice WRLD album ranking. Today we're going to be ranking my favorite Juice WRLD album, Death Race for Love. So yeah, let's hop into it. It's a fantastic album, but yeah, let's get into it. So Death Race for Love came out March 23rd, 2019. Spans over an hour, with an hour and 15. Of course, it's a pretty long track list. And the song releases date from February 13th, 2019 to October 4th, 2019. So about a 7 month span there, but let's get into it. So my least favorite song on the album isn't even a Juice song. It's the Brent Faiyaz Demons interlude. It's fine. I mean, I'm not a big Brent Faiyaz guy. I'm not a big R&B guy for the most part. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Not really going to talk about it. Moving on, though, to number 26, we have my least favorite Juice song from the album, which is Big. Big is a decent song. I don't think it's bad by any means. Just not a song I revisit very often. Yeah, don't really have much to say about it. Although Hit Boy has some of the best collabs with Juice production-wise, I think this one is on the lower end, which we'll talk about again momentarily. But at number 21, we have Rider. I feel like this is kind of a hot take. I feel like this song's kind of been growing some love over the past couple of months. I think it's really great. Don't get me wrong. But again, it's just not really a song I revisit that much. Also, I forgot to mention, but I got the Death Race merch on today. I got the album. So we'll continue on, though, to number 20, which is She's the One. Again, Hit Boy production, but again, I'm just not a big fan of the production that much on this song, which is why it's a bit lower, although I love what Juice is talking about. Obviously, it's fantastic. But we continue on now to number 19, which is Ring Ring. I mentioned to you guys before that the only thing I don't like about this album is Clever's feature. It's starting to grow on me a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, I'm just not a fan of his feature. I don't think it's that good. He repeats a lot of what Juice says as well. Yeah, if Clever wasn't on this song, it would probably be one of my favorite songs on the album and one of my favorite Juice songs, in all honesty. But we continue on to number 18, which is On God featuring Young Thug, which is a pretty good song. I think it's an underrated song. I do really enjoy this song. I revisit this one. I'm a big fan of the Juice and Young Thug collabs, although this is probably my least favorite of their collabs. But still, a really good song in my opinion. So now on to number 17, we have Desire, which is a really good song. I think it's pretty underrated. Yeah, I really love Perps. Perps makes some absolutely great songs, especially with Juice, and I think this one is a perfect example of that. Now, continuing on to number 16, we have Make Believe, which is an incredibly underrated song. I know it's low on this list, but I like that. This list is really stacked. This album is really stacked for me. Apart from the bottom four songs, I basically listen to all of these songs somewhat regularly. Some of them way more regularly than others, which we will get into momentarily. But yeah, this song is absolutely fantastic. I was going through a phase with it earlier this year as well. But we'll continue on to Emotions, which again, like, this song is so low on this list, but again, like, this album is so good. Like, the top 19 songs on this album are all incredible. And again, Hit Boy, just absolutely wonderful production from this. We'll continue on to Syphilis, which again is super low. To be fair, it's my least favorite Juice WRLD Screamo song, but it's great. Like, I love this song. I think this song gets a lot of hate, especially when it first came out. But this song is incredibly underrated in my opinion. I think this album is extremely underrated as well. But we continue on to number 13, which is Won't Let Go. Again, Perps, really great production on here. Really, really good song. I think it's a very underrated song as well. We'll continue on to number 12, which is Who Shot Cupid, which, again, like, it feels so low, but, like, this is what I mean. Like, this album is so stacked. And, again, absolutely great production from Perps. Beautiful song. Really, really great song. Then on to 10 Feet. I think it's one of the best produced Juice songs out there, to be honest. I think it's a very unique production. I love the flows in this song as well. An absolute banger. I think it's super underrated. Again, it feels way too low to be on this list, but this is just how good this album is, in my opinion. Into the top 10 now, we have Fast, which is pretty good, of course. Like I said in the last video, tons of Louis Bell and Watt productions throughout throughout Juice's discography, which is pretty great. And yeah, this is a great song. One of the more popular songs from the album, to be fair. But we will continue on now to number 9, which is Flaws and Sins, which again, it just feels so low at number 9. Like, I would love to put it higher, but the songs above it, in my opinion, are just so much better. The top 12, to be fair, on this album in this list are way above the bottom 9, but still, an absolute incredible song. Nick Mira absolutely snaps on the production. A big reason as to why he's my favorite producer. But continuing on to number 8, we have Bandit featuring YBNBA. It's really crazy how low this song is because of how much I love this song. I was not looking forward to this song when it first came out because I never listened to YoungBoy. I wasn't a fan of YoungBoy, but this song got me into YoungBoy. And I mean, I don't listen to YoungBoy very often. I went through a phase in early 2020 of listening to YoungBoy, but haven't really since then. But again, a banger song. I wish the deleted Juice verse that was on this was on the actual song. It would be better, in my opinion. Definitely go listen to the full version of the song if you guys have not. Continuing on, though, to number 7, which is Hear Me Calling, which was one of the lead singles for the album. This came out March 1st. Of course, Bandit came out late October. That's the last song that was released on this album. But yeah, Hear Me Calling actually came out when I was in Ottawa, I believe, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, I was on vacation with my parents. It was cool, really cool. Great song, severely underrated in my opinion. But we'll continue on to number 6. We have The Bee's Knees. I think this is one of Juice's most underrated songs in his entire discography. I think it's absolutely insane. It's incredible. I love the first half and I love the second half. The production throughout this song is one of my favorite Juice productions, and it's just one of my favorite productions. But yeah, into the top 5 now. I believe is Out My Way, number 5. Yeah, again, Hit Boy, like I said, he's just got absolutely incredible production. Again, this song I think is incredibly underrated. Out My Way and The Bee's Knees are somewhat interchangeable. It kind of depends on the day or the week, the month. But yeah, we'll continue on to number 4. We have Maze. Again, there is a deleted verse from this that I wish made the final song, but definitely go listen to it if you have not. The original is great, but the song's still absolutely incredible, and I love it. Now into the top 3. These top 3 are pretty good. At number 3, we have Feeling, which is just absolutely incredible. A beautiful song, a banger summer song, in my opinion. Nick Mira and DT, they just always make magic with Juice. This song is incredible. I love the verses. I love the chorus. I think it's a flawless song. To be fair, I feel like the top 7 songs on this album are flawless songs, which I don't feel that way about any other Juice WRLD album, which is why, or a big factor as to why this album is my favorite. But at number 2, it was number 1 for a long time. The lead single to this album, Robbery. This was actually the first ever unreleased Juice song that I'd ever heard. Alongside Underworld. Those were the first 2 Juice unreleased songs that I had ever found. And yeah, I was listening to Robbery for a long time before it came out. It ended up coming out in 2019. And yeah, a really, really great song. Like I said, for the longest time, it was my favorite on this album. But this year, the number 1 spot has been taken by Empty. The way this song makes me feel is incredible, as weird as that sounds. I don't know if there's a Juice WRLD song out there that makes me just want to like scream the lyrics as loud as I can, as much as Empty. I feel so goddamn empty. Oh man, sing that at the top of your lungs with blasted speakers in your car. It's fantastic. The song has gotten me through some tough times. This album has got me through a really tough time. So, yeah, definitely some emotional attachment to this album, but in general, it's still just my favorite album of all time. My favorite Juice WRLD album. I've got the shirt. I've got, the image up there. I have the vinyl. I hope one day I can get the orange vinyl for it. But, yeah, I mean, there we go, guys. So let me know your thoughts on my list. Let me know what your favorite songs are from Death Race. Like I said, in my opinion, it's Juice WRLD's best album. But, yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.